Hi guys, I'm going to take you through a upper body workout this time around. So all we're going to need for this is a towel and some form of weight. So what I've gone for is a water bottle. This should be plenty. If you don't have a water bottle, maybe use something like a tin food can, a book, just anything that's got a little bit of weight to it, but it doesn't need to be too heavy. So with my towel here, I'm going to lay it out flat, pop my weight in the middle of the towel. Then what you're going to do is fold it lengthways in half so that you're covering your weight in the middle. Then you scrunch up the two ends so that you can pick it up. So as you can see now, my weight is in the middle and I'm holding the two ends of the towel. We're going to use this to work our upper back. So, stand feet roughly shoulder width apart, slightly bend the knees and bend forwards. What we don't want here is a rounded back. We don't want it to round at the bottom of the spine or the top either. So we're going to come down nice and slowly, keep that butt out and chest up. So now all we're going to do is pull the towel apart. So imagine that you're pulling that towel apart and into your chest. So we lead with our wrists here. We don't raise the elbows too much. So I'll show you from the front. We're here, pull apart, squeeze at the top. Back down, squeeze at the top. So you should feel this work, your upper back area around the traps and rear deltoids up here. Really great strength workout, good for your posture, good for keeping your strength during the off season as well. Your rep range for this really varies depending on what weight you have and what your ability is. What I would say is just do it till you start to feel that burn. I tend to feel it with a water bottle around 10 to 15 reps. I really start to feel that upper back start to work. When you really start to feel fatigued, give yourself a rest for around a minute and then go again. So do that for 3 sets minimum. But dependent on your ability and how it feels, you can do more than that. I would say anywhere between 3 and 5 sets would be ideal. Next, I want us to go into a press up. So remember, there are different variations of press up, but we're going to start nice and neutral with a shoulder width apart width here. So roughly shoulder width apart, hands roughly in line with the shoulders as well. So we don't want them out too far in front. We don't want to be too far in. Nice even stance. So if you can do press ups this way, pop up onto your toes, drop down, try to keep your elbows in and pop back up. If this is tough or if your elbows are flaring out too much, what I would suggest is just starting on the knees and doing your press ups from the knee. So keep those elbows in, drop down, pop back up. If you've got the control, come down slowly and explode up. Slowly, explode up. So guys, very important here, as I keep saying, keep those elbows in. Try not to let them flare out too much. If that's still too difficult, there is another variation that you can do. If you use something like a chest of drawers at home or a bench or a chair, what you can do is rest your weight on that, drop down and do your press ups this way. So that should be a little bit easier. What I would do is that, if you're finding the other stuff too difficult, similar to the last exercise, do around 3 sets, see how you feel, up to about 5 sets. Rep range between 10 and 15 would be ideal, but again, it depends on your ability, how you feel. Just do it until you start to feel fatigued. Okay, next we have a lower back exercise. So this one, commonly known as the Superman. We drop down onto our front, and all we simply do is raise our hands and also raise our feet at the same time. So if you find this difficult, just either keep raising the hands down to the floor and back up so you're arching the middle of the back, or bring the legs up on their own. If you can though, do both at the same time. So this one is all about control. Really feel that back work. Arch the back, hold it for a split second, and drop down slowly. It's really important to keep the control of this one, guys. So again, do this for around 3 to 5 sets. 10 to 15 reps will be fine, although some of you might be able to do a bit more than that. Just do it until you start to feel fatigued, but obviously don't risk injury. Our last exercise is a plank. So really great for our core stability, which of course is important on the pitch. What we do is hold a press up position. So we want that back to be nice and straight here. So no arching, keep that back straight. Also, we don't want to be dropping down too far either. Keep that core tight, really squeeze. Try to hold that for at least 30 seconds. If you can do more, fantastic. Work to that and then rest for a minute and then do the same again for at least 3 sets. I would recommend doing this workout at least once a week, along with your lower body workout and one form of aerobic exercise, such as a bike ride or a run. That should be enough for now, and hopefully see you soon.